cold.
Nah, it's not as cold as it is here, bro. Like
Come on.
I think with
Wait
the
a minute.
winds,
First
the
of all,
winds
you don't
like.
even need those if you don't want to wear them. First of all,
Oh,
it's
man.
like 50 degrees
Yeah,
out right now.
It's a balmy day.
This is
45.
Oh man, nah.
That ain't shit.
It's too cold for me. Too cold for me.
But isn't London north here? I remember I was in Portugal recently, and someone was like, "Where
That's
do you
so
think?"
random. Why were you in Portugal?
The town I'm from in Massachusetts is like just all Portuguese people.
Oh,
I'm like
wow.
I had to stop playing soccer when I was a kid because they wouldn't speak to me in English. And we were in Portugal, and people were like, "Where do you think this is?" If we went like in the United States, I was like, "Ooh, I don't know, probably like Florida." They're like, "No, it's North Carolina." So if Portugal's North Carolina, England's gotta be way the fuck up there.
Oh my
You guys are in
gosh.
like Canada.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, it's cold, but I don't know. It's just different here. It's just different.
Yeah, it bites you in the face.
It does. It's a little bit
Yeah.
nastier.
But it's nice. I like New York, man.
How long you been
Do
here
you?
for?
I'm literally leaving Friday. So tomorrow. Shit, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a bit mad.
You're a fucking wild man, huh?
Yeah,
You're
I'm
living.
busy. I need
You are
a
living.
holiday, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going Maldives next week. So
Okay.
Yeah, proper just like a week just to chill.
Unplug. Do you find like when you do go away, you like completely unplug, put down the internet, stay away from YouTube?
Yeah.
stay away from
I
social media, the whole
literally
nine?
turn off everything.
Get out of
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
I can't
No,
do it.
because you're like,
No,
I
you
feel like you're
have
one of
to,
these, the
man.
new age, you're kind of like us, where it's just like your everyday matters. Like every
Yeah,
single, like,
yeah.
If you don't get scared, like if I'm gone for a week, people might find someone they like better than me.
No.
You don't
Maybe-
yearn
maybe-
for that
Maybe,
reassurance.
he has
maybe back in
confidence in
the
self-success.
day. Maybe back
All
in
right,
the day.
well,
I feel like
guess
right
what? We're
now-
still on that fucking grind.
Yeah, I mean, when what you just hit 20 million subscribers, I think when you hit that level, you're good.
I'm taking a vacation.
You're good.
You saw
I
this-
mean, I've taken like a 6-month break.
Oh shit.
And I came back and people were still there. So, I mean, that was somewhat surprising.
Oh yeah,
How old
you did that like high school relationship. We're like, let's just take a little break.
Yeah.
If it's meant to be, we'll find our way back to each other.
And it worked.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
26, man.
Yeah.
26. You just dropped a song with Rick Ross. You
Yeah.
saw Staples Center last month?
A
few months ago.
Yeah.
It's
You're doing pretty good.
not
dude.
bad.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right,
Pretty
man.
fucking good, dude. And like, I mean, how this all start? You just started like kind of fucking around on the internet,
Just-
and next thing like it snowballs, or did you have a plan and you like?
I
you
wish
wanted
I had
to-
a plan.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would.
Why though? Who cares? It worked
I
out.
mean, certain things would have gone a bit more smoothly, but yeah, I was just doing games, man, playing games,
Streaming,
literally FIFA. Not even streaming. It was literally just me recording me doing skills and then posting it online and like putting like music in the background. So I put, I don't know, one of my mates' tracks because it was copyright free.
Oh, weird.
And yeah, and then I'll just do a bunch of goals that I scored. Same with like Call of Duty, montage of like kills that I've done. And then it was that.
I heard you went to a teacher in your senior year, or your
Yeah.
sixth form year, and you told him how much money you make, and he's like, I don't make that. And
Yeah,
then you dropped out.
I told him I made £1,500 that month, and he was like, "I don't even make that a month." So I see, yeah. So he said that, I was like, "I don't need to be here, man. I'm out."
I love that.
And it was, because obviously, like my parents are like strict African parents, so it was tough to try and get out of that whole, you know, I don't want to go to school, blah, blah, this, blah, blah. So eventually it got to a point where, you know, I told them I'm making enough
Show
money.
them.
Yeah. And like,
It's
once
what's
they
funny.
saw it,
How about I buy you a house? Can I?
yeah. Is it good now? Yeah. Can I
tough,
leave
like-
school now?
I feel like any parent or anyone from like the previous generation just doesn't quite grasp the idea that like, and even me, I'm turning 35, so I used to be like, I saw some of the younger kids here. I'm like, nah, you got to finish school, and they're like, fucking why, man? I got my job, we're good to go, and I'm like, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
But especially, I mean, you know, it's a different world with someone like yourself who just all of a sudden blows up, and you're rich and you're just killing it. So
It is crazy. Like I remember trying to tell my parents, I was like, I'm gonna write for a blog. And they're like, okay, like I don't really get that. Do you make money? It's like, yeah, I make a couple $100 a month. like, okay,
If
so
you're
what do you
lucky.
do for a job? I was like, that's the job.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Like, we'll see. Come back to the year when you have to move back in home.
Yeah,
We'll find
yeah.
out then.
So you just won the boxing match in Staples Center. You guys were calling it the biggest event in internet history.
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
I was trying to
100%
think if you know, because I know part of the boxing game is the promotion, and I was wondering if that was an exaggeration or if I agreed with it. And then I started to try to think of something that compares, and then like
there isn't
I don't-
really
yeah.
anything. Like,
Like,
there
what
isn't-
would you even consider to be, the previous biggest internet, or what do you think is your biggest competition?
Probably the previous match with Logan Paul.
Right.
Yeah. So
my last boxing match. Right.
Whatever the last thing I did on the internet was, that was it. Man.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah. And I guess before that, another boxing fight with a guy called Joe Weller. Yeah. So, no, I mean, like, if I'm being honest though, like, I don't really know. Like,
right.
There hasn't been anything that has gelled the mainstream and the online media so well together. And I feel like the fight between me and Logan, the second one, did that.
Well, you know what's funny? It's like the perfect combination. You guys being the personalities from YouTube and the internet and the new age, mixed with boxing, which is just the oldest OG competition there is. And it just we do like an amateur boxing thing here called Rough and Rowdy, where it's like quick 1 minute rounds. People just throwing haymakers. There's no nothing to it. But like it gets people gassed every time. There's something about two people just going toe to toe.
Yeah, it's entertaining, man. People like fights. People like people fighting. Yeah.
Who knew? Violence, man. It's awesome.
You take that shit back to elementary school. It was like,
fight! Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, fight. Everyone just loves it, and people filming and everything. It's just one of those things where.
Were you much of a fighter before the Wheeler fight?
No,
not
at all, man. I avoid fights.
But you had liked it, perhaps.
No, not really. Like I mean, I watched some fights, like the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. Right. I watched that, but I didn't really get it, and I was just like, "This. Why is there so much hype for this?"
So what made you do it?
Fucking money.
no, just someone called me out.
Yeah.
Joe Weller called me out, and he was like, "Yo, let's fight." And I was like, obviously, I told him he was fighting someone else, a guy called Malfoy, and that's not his real name, but I always fuck it up. But a guy, it was him versus his mate. And he beat his mate, and on Instagram, I was like, "Oh, I'll fight the winner" as a joke, and he took it seriously. And then he called me out, and he was like, "Yo, let's fight." And I was like, "No, it was a joke. Please don't allow it, man." And he was like, "No," and he was making YouTube videos, calling me a pussy, this and that.
Well, he's also probably trying to grab some shine too,
well,
right?
Obviously,
challenge
because
someone who's at the top, and you're gonna get
all the
exposure in the world.
And it got to a point where even my own fans were looking at me like, "Oh, maybe you are a pussy, man." You know what I mean?
Shit.
And they were just like, "Yo, like you can't even take on Joe Weller. Like, wow, is that you? And you rap about all of this shit. Like you're the top dog, blah blah. But
that's
you can't even."
Fucked is when you got to put your money where your mouth is now.
So I was there like, "All right, fuck it, we're gonna have to go." So we had a press conference. It got heated, like really heated, to the point where I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna go ham." And I trained hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like you knew what you were doing for someone who didn't really watch fighting or care for fighting. You can handle yourself.
Well, it's just like lots of practice, lots of training, and just like studying the game as well. Like watching lots and lots of boxing videos, boxing fights, and just trying to figure out why certain people are doing certain things, and how to get better as an athlete and as a boxer. And that's how I was able to beat Joe Weller in my first fight. So.
Was that like true bad blood?
Yeah, that was true.
What about?
I made no money with that shit. It was crazy.
Was for pride.
Legit. I made. I think how much I make. Like in the grand scheme of things, there was like millions that watched it. Like 10K.
Wow.
Yeah, 10K.
That's not enough for someone like yourself.
But
you know what? I mean, you could say it led to the next, the Staples Center. But like,
at that time, it was kind of like
you're crazy.
Like, I was earning like way more than that doing just YouTube. Yeah. So like to put myself through all of that just to earn 10K, it seemed ridiculous. But like just because I hated the dude, man.
Was like part of you while you're training? Are you like, if I lose this fight, like I might lose all those fans who like. Are
again, every time
like, it seems like you're putting so much effort, or not effort, but like everyone else is putting so much stock into something that really doesn't matter to you. Like
you're not a boxer.
You're entertaining. You're not a boxer. But were you scared that like you would lose fans if you couldn't box?
It's legacy. Like every time I fight, I put my legacy on the line, and there's so many people that want me to fail, want me to do this and that, but like I have to always make sure that I win. It's just simple as that, because if I lose, it just disrupts a lot of things. Like I'm not able to make certain videos because of it. I'm not able to do certain music because of it. I'm not able to, look a certain way. you know, I can't be like, oh, I'm the top dog.
Right.
If you're not, you
When
can't
I'm
talk
not.
shit.
Exactly.
You can't. Right. There's a lot on the line there.
That's it. So that's why.
You see that with like Rousey, like the fighting game is like so scary. Like that, Ronda Rousey was the baddest person
That's
on
it.
the
And
planet.
everyone,
And then
like,
overnight, like a
she's like, I'm gonna go
pathetic.
wrestle. And that's it. And
exactly.
it was like even Rousey doesn't even do much anymore. She like disappeared
lost it,
right away.
Is there true bad blood with Logan, or was
yeah,
that more of a
yeah,
showman? Yeah,
100%.
You hate that guy?
100%. Yeah, I don't like him.
Yeah.
It's just
Makes
you know
sense.
how he. Come on, I mean like. How he is as a person with the whole Suicide Forest thing, his ego, and just, you know, how he disrespects YouTube as well. Like, I don't fuck with that. He says he doesn't, he says he just doesn't, what's it called? He doesn't like being, what did he say? I don't want to misquote him. I mean, he said something like, he doesn't respect being a YouTuber or something like he sees that YouTubers don't get respect and he doesn't really want to be a YouTuber. He just uses it as a stepping stone. And like, you know, as a person that started from YouTube, you know, you always have to respect where you've come from. You know, don't never, you know, bite
I
the
see
hand
what
that
he's
feeds
saying.
you.
I don't think I think what he's saying is actually kind of fair because people do like you say like YouTuber. And people are like,
There's a connotation
it's like
to
what happens with us, like blogger, podcaster, any new word.
Yeah.
People are immediately gonna be like, I don't care about that. Like if you're not saying like television star, even though guess what, my videos get way more fucking views than that show you're watching on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
But people like pull back when they hear that word.
But then that's why you have to be at the forefront to change people's opinions
True.
and change people's concepts of what they think a YouTuber is or a blogger is or a vlogger is, you know. If, like, I'd say even right now, the term being a pro gamer, because Ninja has just completely changed that. And people are like, oh, shit, yeah, I get that now.
Right.
Like, you know, I want to be a gamer or I want to stream. And
You could choose to be the ninja who changes things, or you
Exactly.
can kind of fold to that reputation.
Exactly.
What was more satisfying then, if there is true bad blood? Was it beating Logan and getting to like talk shit to him, or talking shit to Justin Bieber? Because I watched your wrap up video, giving your thoughts, where you said you were just like laughing at him talking shit to him.
Yeah.
I mean that's got to be a fucking great.
Oh,
feeling.
that was an amazing thing, especially after, you know, he released that baby track. I was like, it's good to finally, you know, see the man that released that. But, yeah, no, like, I've obviously being Logan was like the best feeling ever. And, you know, we were going to be, you know, we said we were going to be respectful. And then obviously he did the whole complaining to the commission about the -2 points. So I was just like, at that point, you know, respect is gone. And I can just shit talk, you know, the whole time. And like, I've been going ham, man. It's just because it is what it is. Like, I beat him.
Oh, I mean, once to the victor go the spoils, man. Like,
Well,
you
I
get
mean,
to say and do.
you gotta remember,
act however
like,
you want at that point.
if he beat me, he'd do the exact same thing, man.
for sure.
It'd be crazy. He'd be making videos after videos. Literally, he would. It'd be mad. It'd be mad.
What would you have done if you lost and you got the new track with Rick Ross coming out?
I wouldn't have recorded that music video.
Yeah, right. You can't. I mean, like
No,
you said,
no,
you can't.
you can't.
You can't be
How
like
can
tough
you?
guy with
Yeah.
Rick Ross, and it's like, well, we just saw you lay on the mat.
Yeah, like, you know, I just would have canceled it. Yeah.
I mean, here's my new song. Go download it. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, well,
what was more satisfying, the win or like recording down like that with Rick Ross? Like,
Oh,
like
no,
when I
come
saw
on, the win.
The win?
Yeah.
Bro, get out of
What you
town
mean?
with
Yeah.
Rose.
Bro, I don't think you understand how much work, how tough it was, like training, boxing wise.
All right. Well, how about this then? What do you think's more important for like your legacy? Putting out a song with a guy like that, a major track, or winning that fight?
Okay, that's a better question. Yeah.
Because I can understand personally, you trained, the emotion, the adrenaline. But as far as what's important for your career and taking the next step, because of that YouTuber connotation, where it's like, okay, yeah, but I just put out a song with Rick Ross. I just put out a real major track featuring these guys. You know what I mean? That I feel like that kind of solidifies you more.
I guess with where I want to go, then yeah, I'd say the track with Rick Ross. Yeah.
Is that what you like? You're
And
not
he's like,
about-
well, I did both, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
I don't have to pick. I can just do it all.
If you had to pick one, what would you prefer to be? Like a Mayweather type boxer or a Rose type fighter? Rapper.
No, Rose type person. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It's a pretty good one to be. You don't get hit in the head doing that.
Well, yeah. It's
What's SDMN on your hat there?
Oh, it's just Simon. Oh, wow, you know.
Yeah,
Got you, kid.
Damn. Okay. Thunder represent.
It's a sick hat. I like that.
No, thank you, man. Yeah, it's just my
It's
group.
your gang, yeah. I mean, what would you say is next?
Next,
Because I feel like what's awesome about this new generation is you do it all. You know, you're YouTube, you're rapping, you can do it. You can do clothes, you can do it all.
Well, I think it's kind of it's funny. Like, I know what I've got in mind. I've got goals that I've got set, but because of this, you know, how everything goes with just online, you never know. There might be an opportunity that might arise from out of nowhere.
Something you never even thought.
Exactly.
Do you have interest in going? I wonder this was like like people who got really famous on the internet. Do you have interest in going into the more mainstream stuff? Like people ask us that with like, they're like, oh, like you have a successful podcast. Would you want to be on the radio? Like, no, we have a successful podcast. This is what I like.
Yeah.
Like, would you want to be on a TV show? Would you want to be in movies? You're like, no, I get my millions of views here.
I wouldn't. I don't think I would want to have like my own TV show, but I think I definitely want to do both, as in like, you know, hop on mainstream every now and then,
right,
and then, you know, still stick to doing the online stuff. That's
yeah. If you abandon that, it's kind of like this is where it's
best
going.
Of both
Why
worlds,
would you abandon? Yeah. I'd love to do something over here every now and again. We do a radio show, you know, on if it's a daily, but it's still like this is kind of the main thing.
Yeah. But I think it's cool to be able to do both.
Changing that like that reputation, that connotation, is that something you aspire to do, or are you just kind of like, I don't care if you don't understand my world and you don't understand?
No, I feel like for me, changing people's perception is quite a big thing for me. I think that's one of the driving points in my life, essentially, like telling, you know, always just trying to change people's opinion and show, you know, when people try to put me in a box, just constantly trying to get out of that box and showing that I can do whatever I want, etc. And, you know, I think just changing people's opinions is definitely a huge thing for me.
Who are you fighting next?
Who am I fighting next?
Get in the ring with next.
Probably some.
Maybe I'll just challenge him. You can beat the shit out of me, but like, if I can just catch some of that Staples Center money, you know what I mean? We'll build it up and just like watch KSI beat the shit out of this old guy. You think is that enough to sell tickets? Can we do that?
I don't know if anyone would watch that. Actually, nah, people would actually watch.
Your fans would.
People will watch that, man. Just some celebrities. You know, there's a few people who have piped up.
Yeah.
And a few people.
Who's this fucking guy chirping you now? Gross something or other?
Oh, Gross Gore. Yeah.
He's a nobody, right?
Yeah.
Don't give him. Don't.
I know. I definitely want to spar him just to shut him up. Okay. He's one of those like trolls who, you know, says all this shit, but then when it actually comes to it, he's there like, oh crap.
I saw him like making this video, and I clicked on his Twitter profile. He has like 80,000 followers. I was like, okay. Well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But are you of the camp? Because we get that a lot too here. Like a lot of people are always chirping us, and people are like, don't respond to them because that's what they want. You're just giving them the exposure they want. And I'm always kind of like, I don't fucking care. If someone like calls me out, I want to talk shit. I don't care if they're bigger than me, smaller than me.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do understand the idea of like this guy is just kind of using you, but you're okay with it.
Yeah, I don't care, man. Like ultimately, like in 3 months' time, when he says, oh yeah, I'm ready, well let's fight in 3 months' time, and I hit him up in 3 months' time, and he goes, and I go, all right, what's up? And he's there like,
I need 3 more ones.
Then it just anything. It just makes him look bad, and then I move on. Simple as that. But yeah, no, like if someone wants to call me out like that, then we'll go.
Watch the fuck out, man. I wouldn't bet against him, dude. All right, so the new track is out with Rick Ross, Down Like That. Obviously, YouTube is going bananas, so check him out there, and we appreciate you coming through, man.
Thank you, man.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you for having me.